Hi guys, just had a bit of breakfast. Obviously, you know I'm on meat. I had some pork and some sausages. I'm sure those sausages were a bit off because they've got a funny taste in my mouth. So, yeah, I'm worried now. I'm going to get on the aeroplane and, yeah, on the aeroplane. You know what I mean, guys? Luckily, I only ate 2 of the sausages. I noticed it just as I was finishing the second one. So, who knows, guys? Who knows? Anyway, let me just turn the TV down.
Elvis first purchased spray something. Front of the house is all bricks are white, and the walls are painted an electric blue color.
Right. So I am live now. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. I've got to do it before you go, don't I? Anyway, guys, we've been having this thing about Elvis Evolution. Much bigger story than I was expecting, actually. It's really blown up, hasn't it? We did a very good live stream yesterday. Went nearly 2 hours, and we did a few shows on it. I tell you what, there is a massive backlash, not just backlash. Everyone's going on about Elvis Evolution, be it that some are saying that it's a complete joke, it's a farce. Some are saying it's really good, they love it. So my opinion at the moment is very much both. It's either really good or really crap, yeah, or it's in the middle, yeah. So today, Andrew posted to me, the BBC have done a post called Elvis Experience costing up to £300, branded atrocious and misleading. So I want to read that. It also comes with reviews as well. So let me just quickly see who's here. So hi everyone. So obviously you guys know tonight we're going to sleep, and then about 4 in the morning we get out off to the airport. We're off to Alicante in Spain for 9 days in total. So 2 of those days we'll be traveling. So the main holiday is a week really. So it does mean everything's going to change. I'm not taking this laptop, it's too expensive. I'm not taking that camera, it's too expensive. So I'm going to take a very basic laptop, and I'm going to take my phone. I can do lives and videos every day using my phone and a very basic laptop, but it'll be a different camera, so I will look different. Yeah. So, but I do intend to do 2 shows a day when I'm abroad. That's the plan. Sometimes on the phone, sometimes on the laptop. I'm not a big fan of traveling. It's not my thing. I travel for my wife, for my kids. Yeah. I'd rather be home. I'm a homeboy. I'd rather be home, but I will enjoy it. And when I go on holiday, I do break my rule. I do drink. I will have during the day a few lagers, a few Bacardi and Diet Cokes. So I sort of a little bit tipsy. I don't really drink at night though. I tend to have a drink from around, I don't know, lunchtime to about 7. Yeah, it's all inclusive. So I'm going to put on weight. 100% I'm going to put on weight. I weighed myself. I'm 11 stone 6 today, which is a pound heavier than normal. So I wouldn't surprise me if I put on 4 or 5 pounds, because we will go. I only eat twice a day. So we're going to be eating 3 times a day. I'm still going to stick to my meat and veg, bit of fruit. So I'm going to put on weight, I reckon 4 to 5 pounds. Anyway, so let's see how it goes. I always get nervous about flying. I always get nervous about missing the aeroplane. I get nervous about coming back, losing passports, the kids losing passports, the kids getting in trouble because the older kids are taking their friends and they want to drink. They're going to be getting drunk at night. My older kids they are bringing 5 friends. 5 friends. So I'm expecting problems when we're abroad. It is what it is, guys. You can't just say no to everything to the kids, otherwise they just think you're horrible. Okay, right, let's just check your things. So, yeah, okay, so I just noticed someone said, I wish my son could get a refund. Is that for Elvis Evolution you're talking about? Is that Debbie? Yeah, I'll put on a few pounds. It'll be all right. I'll lose it quick. Yeah. I'm still going to be keto. I may have the odd ice cream. Not really. I don't crave ice cream. Generally, I will be keto. Right. Okay. So I've had a bit of a discussion this morning to one of our Elvis defenders. Now concerning Elvis Evolution. Yeah. There's already quite a lot of hate out there. I'm not going to be one of these people that is hating on Elvis Evolution. I don't know enough. We've had good reviews, bad reviews. I don't want to put everyone off going. Yeah. I'm not here to trash Elvis Evolution. I don't have it in for Elvis Evolution. I'm not going to call them liars. There's a lot of people calling them liars, saying they tricked the fans, they misled the fans. I'm not going to do that. I think, I'm just guessing, I think that things changed. I think initially, we will try and play those videos again that we did yesterday. I do think initially they were hoping to do a hologram style show. I do. Along the lines of the ABBA Voyage, whatever it's called, show. But I think that as things evolved, things have happened, circumstances have changed, people have pulled out, and in the end, they couldn't give the fans the experience they were hoping for. Yeah? I don't think they're liars. I don't think they tricked the fans. I just think things changed. And this is where the upset is. This is the grey area. Guys. So I was having a discussion with one of our subscribers. She was calling them liars and that they're, misled, tricked the fans, basically. And I'm like, we don't know that. I'm like, we don't know all the facts. We don't know why the show has turned out to be different than was expected. I completely understand why fans are upset, because they're not getting the experience they were hoping for. But remember, we are also getting good reviews. It's not all bad. Caroline, one of our members, Caroline, she loved it. So remember, I always say this to people when people defend by name calling, yeah, like the most common name everyone calls Priscilla is a monster. It upsets me because we are not children. We're not in the playground. We're adults defending. I feel that we must defend the way Elvis would want us to. I feel that Elvis would want us to defend in a respectful way without childish name calling. So that's why I don't like name calling. Of course, I will expose all the people that have betrayed and wronged Elvis, but you'll never hear me call them names. I don't want to partake in any name calling. The person I was speaking to this morning was calling Elvis Evolution liars and that they trick the fans. I won't do that. I want to be understanding. What I want to do is this. Let's look into it. Let's try and understand it. Let's see things from their point of view as well as from the fans' point of view. Let's give a mature adult response to the fans that are disappointed and not happy that some have walked out. But let's also hear the fans that have been there and they love it. Yeah, you get it, guys? So I ain't here to start calling people names. I'm not interested. As I said to this person this morning, we don't have to defend angry and hateful. I repeat, we don't have to defend angry and hateful. All we have to do is do some research, stick to the facts, be understanding, be fair, see both sides of the argument, both points of view. I do think we should give Elvis Evolution a chance. I don't think we should write it off. I think there's probably a lot of people that loved it as well. Yeah. So if Elvis Evolution, if you watch my show, I'm not trying to trash you. I'm trying to get some information out there to the Elvis fans, to the Elvis community, good and bad, so they can make an informed decision whether or not they want to buy tickets, try and get a refund. But I also want to showcase the people that have loved it and enjoyed it. So this is good and bad. Okay? Right. Right. Let's have a look here. So do we have any? So I'm only going to read out comments that are concerning the topic we're discussing. Okay, guys? Let's have a look. So Emily, Elvis would be horrified at the astronomical prices being charged, and then on top of that, misleading information. Right, so Emily, I do agree there has been misleading information, but what I'm saying is that circumstances may have changed. I heard the hologram, the people that were making the holograms pulled out. Yeah, pulled out unexpectedly, which is why there were delays. So I don't think it's misleading. I think facts changed, circumstances changed. But the other thing is with the prices. Well, I actually think £75 is okay. I think £75 to go to Elvis Evolution is fine. It's the 180 and the £300 that is very expensive. But obviously, you get a lot more, don't you? You get, champagne and food and. Yeah, it isn't straightforward, but I do think the 180 cost and the 300 cost is very expensive. Yeah, then you have to factor in travel costs and hotel costs. I get that. So £75 is not astronomical. So I disagree with that point. You're not going to miss me, Martha, because I'm going to be doing lives abroad. It's all good. We're going to have loads of fun abroad. We're going to have holiday together. Team Elvis, we're all going to go on holiday together. Going to be fine, guys. Richie says, get hammered, Louis. I won't get hammered. I won't get hammered, but I will get tipsy. My wife will get hammered. Definitely. My wife tends to get drunk at night. During the day, she'll take it easy. At night, she'll have a few more. But she won't get hammered. No, we're only driving to the airport. It's only a 2-hour flight. It's not a long flight. It's a very easy flight. My biggest worry is missing the plane, losing passports. That's the number one thing I worry about. Getting there. Once we're there, I'll be all right. So it costs a lot of money. They should half your money back because I paid 180. Yeah, no, I agree that the 180 and the 300 is a lot of money. I agree. But remember, they don't force anyone to pay it. No one is forced to pay this. Yeah. So right, let's make this a bit bigger. I'm going to read it out, guys. Now, I just want to reiterate, because this is the discussion I had this morning with a subscriber. We are doing this in a respectful, adult way. We're just doing a review and we're showing both sides of this, good and bad, and we're trying to be fair to Elvis Evolution, bearing in mind they have spent millions setting this up, millions. We don't know what's gone on behind the scenes. Can you imagine the amount of hard work that's gone into creating this show? So before we all trash it and write it off, let's give it a chance. My advice to everyone is give it a chance. Let's listen to some more reviews, good and bad, and then make informed decisions. Okay, guys? So if anyone wants to know any more about this, we did a very long live stream on this topic yesterday. So please watch that. We did find the original videos that say that it was going to be AI and hologram. Yeah, we found those videos. Yeah? Okay. So this has been sent to me by Andrew. It's the BBC, and the title is Elvis Experience costing up to £300, branded atrocious and misleading. Right, quite big words, you know. The word atrocious. So fans were hoping to see a hologram version of Elvis, but instead saw footage of him from a 1968 comeback special concert. Okay. A number of people who attended a new Elvis immersive experience in London have told the BBC that they have been left extremely upset, with one fan saying it was one of the most misleading shows I've ever seen. But remember, they say one fan, yeah? We've had a lot of reviews that are good and bad, yeah? Elvis Evolution, created by Layered Reality, was announced in 2024 and advertised as at that time as a concert experience that would use AI and feature holographic projections of the star. It would include a life-sized digital Elvis who will perform iconic moments in musical history on a UK stage for the first time. And that, let's be honest, we were all expecting that. We were all expecting to see a life-size Elvis on stage singing. Yeah? And you'd think that technology now would have that, wouldn't you? You'd think now that would be possible. But some attendances say the show, for which tickets range from £75 to £300, feature no hologram of Elvis, and as a result, they say they have been left feeling conned and missold. I completely understand that. Now, do I think they were conned? No, I think circumstances changed behind the scenes where they couldn't do a hologram. But I will say this: if that happened, the fans should have been told. The people that bought tickets should have been told. The people that bought tickets should have been told, look, do you know what? Sorry, guys, there is no hologram. There is no AI. Yeah. I think that's the grey area here. That's the mistake, I think, so far that Elvis Evolution have made, that there hasn't been enough clarity. Yeah. So the communication from Elvis Evolution to the fans that bought tickets has broken down. Yeah. Fans are very, very concerned. Fans are outraged. I've heard they were even walking out. So it's concerning, isn't it? There's, I would say this, not enough transparency. How'd you say it, Aura? Just a hard word to say that, isn't it? Transparency concerning the changes in the show. So when it went from being a hologram show, AI, to being an immersive experience where you walk around different rooms and the 68 comeback special room and the jungle room and all the different rooms. There'll be a Graceland room and then stuff like that, behind the scenes room. It went from being one type of show, hologram, to being a completely different kind of sort of theatrical show with a lot of actors. I think having a lot of actors playing different roles was always intended. We do know about Sam Bell plays a big part. Elvis's childhood friend in Mississippi Tupelo played a big part in their storyline, in the theme of this immersive experience. Right. So a spokesman for Layered Reality said a small number of people have pointed out that they were expecting a hologram concert due to the initial announcement made in 2024. As with many complex productions that are 2 years in the making, the concept developed more those early stages, and this was made clear when the tickets went on sale in October 2024. Let me read that bit again. Due to the initial announcement made in 2024, as with many complex productions are the 2 years in the making, concept developed. So what are they saying? That it developed into something different? We ultimately took the creative decision. Right, here goes. Right. So is this a response from Elvis Evolution? We ultimately took the creative decision not to mimic Elvis's performances. Those moments proved to be too iconic and irreplaceable. Instead, we used AI to upscale archive footage, and in moments we know happened, but there's no footage existed, offering a new lens into the world. Sounds like a bit of a blag, but They said that the show has been praised by fans and newcomers alike, and they were overwhelmed by the feedback, with many describing it as fun, immersive, and unlike anything they've seen before. Some, they've had some good reviews, but it is different than what they were promised. We have to say that. The experience starts by taking fans on a journey of Elvis's youth, which we learn about from his childhood from Sam Bell. And after an interval in a Hawaii-themed bar with a cardboard cutout of Elvis, ticket holders find themselves as audience members in the 1968 comeback special concert that was performed live on NBC. Elvis Evolution, which opened on Friday for a 6-month run, cost £75 for a standard ticket and £300 for a super VIP option, which includes a mid-show champagne experience, commemorative glass, dedicated seating, and a drink at each of the 3 bars and cloakrooms access. So the bottom line is, you pay more money, you get some champagne. Yeah. I don't even like champagne. It's disgusting. Mark, right, let's see. We're going to look at some reviews. Mark and Tracy Baldwin had VIP tickets for the show, but have been left feeling more like mugs than VIP. Mr. Baldwin told the BBC he feels frustrated, disappointed, and angry at the organisers. Mr. Baldwin said that the show was absolutely atrocious and thought that she had paid the money for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but you could have seen this at any local theatre for £30. It was a shambles from the start to finish. There was no Elvis. It was just a video of him that you could watch on YouTube. So when she said no Elvis, she means no hologram. Yeah? No hologram of Elvis. Yeah? During the second act, she claims unhappy people were leaving the show early, and she feels layered reality have exploited older people and taken us for a fool by scamming us with technology that we won't understand. Pretty big words, guys, calling them scammers. Yeah. Fooling old people. It was like elder abuse. We've heard about elder abuse. And taking us for fools. Yeah. Pretty strong words, guys. I'm very interested to read the positive reviews, see what they say. The Baldwin said customers should be refunded and layered reality should apologize for breaking people's dreams. Do you know what? If they didn't get the hologram experience that they were promised, AI hologram, then maybe they should be refunded. Honestly, if you're advertising one thing but giving another thing, there is grounds here for a refund, I would say. A layered reality spokesperson said, whilst we understand that the expectations can be shaped by comparisons of other formats, we're incredibly proud of what's being created and how it's reconnected people with Elvis in a bold and meaningful way. Again, that to me feels a bit of a blag, but because they haven't been given what they wanted. People wanted that hologram experience. Elvis Evolution is not a traditional concert or hologram show. It definitely isn't. But we were promised a hologram show, and I can prove it. I found the videos and the advertisement that say that. It's a major scale theatrical experience priced competitively that invites audiences into the world of Elvis through immersive design, selective use of cutting edge technology, live actors, musicians. This is an experience where the story leads the technology, not the other way around. Now, I agree that's what you get. That's what it's become. It's evolved into that. So I'll read that because it's very important. Elvis Evolution is not a traditional concert or hologram show. It's a major scale theatrical experience priced competitively. I wouldn't say it's priced competitively, except for the standard ticket of £75 seems okay. Obviously, the other 2 tickets are way too expensive. That invites audiences into the world of Elvis through immersive design, selective use of cutting-edge technology, live actors, musicians. This is an experience where the story leads technology, not the other way around. So that is sort of what we're getting, but that is not what we were promised. Yeah. So there's mixed reviews. The experience has had mixed reviews. The Telegraph awarded it a 1 star and said it is a limp, indifferent offering, but City AM described it as an incredible, touching in a 4-star review. So City AM gave it a 4-star review. Time Out gave the show 3 stars and said it was made with care and the concert is enjoyable once you accept it is what it is. Okay, so once you accept there is no hologram, it's not AI. I know they're saying they used AI for the footage, yeah, you know, the 68 Elvis footage, but it ain't hologram. And not every fan has been disappointed by the show. On Facebook, some ticket holders praised the experience as well and well acted, innovative, exciting, and a whole lot of fun. Another added that it seemed the majority of the people were having fun. Okay, so we're getting good reviews as well. I would be disappointed not seeing a hologram, but I haven't been to the show. So maybe I would have gone there, walked around all the different rooms, and obviously the actors, the musicians, the singers, etc. Maybe I would have thought it was really good. I don't know, guys. Unless I go, I won't know. But Paige Ranning, so I will say this, I'll throw this in. No one can really give a real review unless they've been. Don't forget, it's only been open about a week. But Paige Rannigan, who attended the show on Saturday evening, says that they saved really hard to afford tickets at a birthday present for her mother, was left in tears. And she said she felt it was nothing like what was advertised or promised. Mrs. Brannigan suffers from epilepsy and said that she was surprised that there were no strobe light flash warnings, either verbally or signage. Okay. Laird Reality said accessibility was at the forefront of their production process and have created a detailed answers and questions section of the website about the potential issues that may arise during the experience and how to contact us so we can accommodate any changes. Guys, I've been on the website. If we might have to, we'll come back on part 2 and do that. So I'm going to have to go in a minute, guys, but we're going to go through that website. We're going to go through all their questions and answers. It's a very detailed website. We're going to really talk about it properly on part 2 of our show. Okay. Lizzie Ward also visited the experience and she thought that she was seeing a life-sized Elvis, but described it as a low-quality theatrical performance and is desperately trying to get a refund. I think a lot of people are panicking and trying to get a refund. But I would say, guys, give it a chance. Go and watch it. If you've paid anyway, go and watch it. You might be pleasantly surprised. You might love it. Yeah? So, come on. It's anything Elvis is great, isn't it? The Elvis Evolution website no longer references any use of the holograms in the show, but describes the performance as combining cutting-edge digital technology, live actors, musicians, mind-blowing multimedia, and heart-pounding music. The walk-through immersive experience has some seated scenes and themed bars, giving a multi-sensory journey through Elvis's rag to riches story from country boy to musician to musical icon. It adds, the experience was delayed by several months from the planned launch date of November 2024. Yeah, we've heard it all. Every time that we had a setback, a delay, I always did a show updating us, discussing what the problems were. So if you go back onto my live streams or videos, you'll find me going back right to November 2024, discussing the problem, saying, look, there's been more delays. I remember Elvis Lask, she did a really good video. A lot of people were very concerned. It was all over my Facebook defending Elvis. A lot of people were quite scared they were going to lose their money. Dates were changed, weren't they? Yeah. A lot of people are upset they've lost the cost of hotel bookings, train costs, travel costs. Saying some people had booked things and they were traveling long distance. Even around the world, people were traveling to see this show. So, you know, fans were very disgruntled, many demanding a refund. It does seem like, I think, Elvis Evolution, Layered Reality, were not going to give refunds. They were accepting changing dates, yeah, giving you a different date because they had to delay it. But they were basically, I think, allegedly, saying you can't have a refund for any hotel costs or travel costs, yeah, or any expenses incurred. That's upset a lot of people, yeah. So it is what it is, guys. You know, they've had a very bad start, haven't they? They've had a bad year, I would say, and it's going to get a lot worse because I am seeing hundreds of things coming in now, very upset people about this show, but I'm also seeing positive reviews as well. I know that Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel on YouTube, he did a long show all about it. He doesn't believe in any negativity concerning this show. I personally think we have to say it proper, warts and all, good and bad, and then we come to our own decision what we think we're going to get, especially for the people that haven't seen the show. The reviews are going to give us some kind of indication if it's any good. Yeah. Now, the people that have already been have walked out and disliked it and feel they didn't get what they paid for, they should ask for a refund. I really believe that. But the people that are really happy, please tell us why. Please leave good reviews so we can read them out and make people understand that it's not all bad. It could be really good, couldn't it? We don't know. Many of us, I would say most people that are talking about this show that are being quite negative about it haven't watched it. So you've got to give these people a chance. I don't think that Layered Reality lied to the people. I think the goalposts changed. So I think initially they were going to do AI. They had a big company that was going to do all the hologram stuff. Yeah, and I think from what I've heard, only an opinion, they pulled out and everything changed. And I do believe at that point, Elvis Evolution should have informed the fans, look, sorry guys, it's not a hologram show anymore. You know, this is just opinion, you know, what do I know? I'm just an Elvis fan waffling, but that's my feeling. So one review says, not worth the money. There are multiple shows a day with a capacity of 160 people per performance, with Shanine, who attending a preview show recently thinks is too many people. So it's 100, as you move around the rooms, it's 160 people allowed in each room, and then you move around, don't you guys? She told the BBC that the immersive in the sense of there being a set, but it's adamant that it is not worth the money. On Sunday, some of the shows were cancelled for security reasons after an attendee was carried out by several security members. During the interval, in a video posted on social media, an older man can be seen being lifted by security staff and taken out of the room. So I'm going to try and find these things, guys. Layered Reality told the BBC that the man became verbally aggressive towards our staff, and despite being politely asked to stop, the behaviour escalated, with the guest explicitly stating his intention to continue making threats towards our staff and performers. All right, so they've had a bit of a scene there, haven't they? Security moved him from the event after he refused to leave the venue. Staff had no choice but to carry him out so the show could continue, but because of the uproar, it became too heated and the mood wasn't right to continue the show, one attendee told the BBC. Right, so it looks like there was a massive scene. I mean, could you imagine them lifting a guy out in his wheelchair mid-show? The shock everyone around would have had. So it looks to me like they actually halted the show, going by what's written here. The BBC understands that some members of the cast raised concerns following the incident. Layered Reality said, the safety and security of the public and our team is our highest priority, and after a thorough review and ongoing dialogue with the cast, the show will be running as scheduled on Wednesday, the 23rd of July. Layered Reality have previously produced immersive experiences, including The Gunpowder Plot and Jeff Wayne's The War of the World. Elvis Evolution is set to run at XL London until December, when first announced the show was due to move to Las Vegas, Berlin, Tokyo, and after London. But this has not been confirmed. So guys, does this mark the end of it? Or will they still go ahead moving it to Las Vegas, Berlin, Tokyo, etc.? It's not a good start, guys. Very, very concerning. Right, so what I want to do, guys, is check your comments. There's so much more to go into this. We need to find some more reviews. We need to go onto their website, properly look at their website. I don't want these shows to be too long. So we're coming to the end of this one. Let me just check your comments. So Linda says we were going on the train and was going to stay in a hotel overnight. Hi, Gerald. Gerard, thank you for your comment. Yeah, it was just £75 just to see the show. I think you're allowed to go to the after disco. Is that right, Gerard? Karen, I still think give it a chance. I still think give it a chance. I don't know what price tickets you bought. You did tell me, but I've forgotten. I just think give it a chance. Yeah. I don't think we should just write it off. Hi, Jamie. Hope you're well. It's not what fans hope for what they paid for. I could get a refund. If I could get a refund, I would. I'm coming from Ireland, so I not only paid £170, but also flights and hotel. Well, I'm not surprised you're concerned, Gerard. And thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you. But I can't say it's going to be good or bad, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know. It might be really good. Because I haven't been. I do think the more reviews we read, the more we're going to understand. But there have been good and bad. There have been good and bad. Some of the good reviews are very good. So I still think give it a chance. I still think why not? Then if you're very disappointed and you don't get to see the hologram, which you won't, maybe then you can try and demand a refund. If they were misleading, they should be refunded. Pat, I do agree. If the fans have not been told everything that they should have been told once the goalposts were moved, once the hologram idea was removed, I think people are deserved of a refund. Yeah, I agree. If people paid for a hologram show and then weren't given it, I think they deserve a refund. Honestly, guys, that's how I feel. So this could end up in some lawsuits, couldn't it? This could go all the way. This could go to court. This could end up costing Layered Reality tens of millions of pounds, couldn't it, guys? If I was Elvis Evolution, Layered Reality, whatever they call it, I'd be very worried. I'd be very concerned. My advice to Layered Reality, Elvis Evolution, is speak to the fans. Speak to the fans, yeah? Get the fans back on side. Look into introducing the hologram to the show. That is what the fans want. Do we agree with that, guys? The fans want a hologram in that show. Layered Reality, if you're watching my review, let's get the hologram in there. Let's keep the fans happy. Let's keep Elvis fans happy. That's my advice to Elvis Evolution, Layered Reality. Yeah, you're welcome to contact me on my Facebook. Louis McCreedys on Facebook. Contact me. I'm quite happy to be a middleman to put some of this information onto our Defending Elvis Facebook page. Yeah. Ultimately, what do we really want, guys? We want a nice show with a hologram. With a hologram Elvis, a life-size hologram Elvis. Isn't that what we want? So, Linda, I only live 30 miles from London. It was going to cost me nearly £1,000 for me and my daughter to go VIP, which is a fortune. Right, so I'm going to scan through your comments, guys. Yeah, so Jamie says, I'd like to see anything with Elvis in it. Phenomenal, in my opinion. Yeah, I understand that. You may as well go, Jamie. You may as well. Can you imagine if we all went together, we would cause a riot? Or we would all love it. Isn't it, Debbie? We might all go there and love it. Yeah, as Linda says, we're going to listen to the reviews. People are disappointed because they've been told to expect so much more from the beginning. Well, only from the point of view of the hologram. Yeah, Karen, when you say so much more, I think everything they promised we've been given except the hologram. Yeah? So when you say so much more, you mean the hologram. Everything else they seem to have delivered. I want to be fair, guys. I want to be fair. Yeah. Remember, I don't have it in for these people. I really want the show to be a success. I would faint at the sight of a hologram. Imagine Elvis in person will definitely make spectacle. I heard people complaining about that there was a hologram when this was first announced. I heard Elvis fans saying, "Oh no, you can't do a hologram of Elvis. That isn't right." Get it? You're always going to get people complaining, with or without a hologram. Why did she like it? You're not finishing that.
Worry about my mum. I'm not answering the phone. I can't hear her
Oh.
phone.
Right, okay, let me just say goodbye to everyone. I just saw someone walk past them. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to go.
Now we're going downstairs.
Let's have a look.
Music room.
Just get your last couple of comments. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna have to go. We're gonna have to do a part 2. It's too much. It's too much to go through. We need to find the reviews. I haven't even read really one proper review. I've read the BBC's reviews that are in that article. Thank you. Thanks to Andrew for sending me this. But we haven't read any independent reviews, which we need to, I think. We also need to go through that page and go through their little, well, I've actually seen it. It's a very long list of what to expect when you get there. We need to go through that. Also, I want to get some feedback from you guys. I want to see if there's any more reviews on our Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page as well. Yeah? So, okay, guys. Just get there. I just want to get your comments up. So what do you think? You know, after everything I've said, guys, do you still want to go? Do you want to cancel? Do you want a refund? What is it? What do you think? Like, put it in the comments. Do you still want to go? Thanks, Jamie. Do you still want to go? Do you want to cancel? Do you want a refund? What are you going to do, guys? Let me know in the comments. So what do you think? You know, so don't forget, I'm still going to be doing shows when I go abroad, but it'll just be different. I'll be on a cheap laptop, so it won't be good quality, and I'll still take my phone. I can still do shows on my phone. I'm probably only going to do 1 or 2 shows a day, so maybe sometimes only 1, but it'll be a bit of fun. We'll be in Spain together in Alicante. Take care, everyone. Thanks everyone that's wished us well on our holiday. It's 9 days in total, but I think 2 of them were traveling. Yeah. So it's going to be fun, guys. The kids are going to love it. My wife's going to love it. We've got a lot of people coming with us, so it's going to be a bit raucous. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this. Big shout out to Defending Elvis, taking care of business. Love you all, guys.